How's it going, guys? Back with another garage sale and went to an auction this afternoon. Also, I spent I think a little under 200 on everything I got today. The auction up in Goshen, I got outbid on probably over half the things I bid on. Prices were going really high up there, even higher than Shipshawana. So I could tell there's a lot of people there that are just resellers. So and also private collectors are up there also to increase the prices. But I'm pretty happy what I found today. Like I said, I think I spent a little under $200, like 175 range. But this is what I end up getting today. So Auburn and Garrett, Indiana is like 15 minutes away from me. So these are actually Garrett rubber vintage cars. So this is Garrett rubber. I'm guessing probably from the 50s. And then have another Garrett rubber. And these are pretty good. I got a pretty good deal on these. These were $5 each. Like I told you guys, I always pick up vintage model kits. And I paid $5 a piece on these. I don't think this was the greatest of deals, but you can tell it's an old one because there's no barcode on it. So that is a vintage piece. It's already put together. So comparables on these maybe $10, $15. So not the greatest of deals on those on this one. The better of the two is the Beverly Hillbillies. Again, this is also a vintage piece. It's not a reissue. It's the original, probably from the 60s. Let's see if there's a date on it. Yeah, 1968. So this one is partially being worked on. Not sure if I can do it with one hand. But you have to trust me. It has the instructions. Looks like everything is in there, but it looks like they started to paint it. That's, I think, around a $40 piece, so it's not too bad. Ended up paying $1 for all the new cassette tapes. These really aren't anything special, I don't think. I didn't look up the Sony. But generally, this stack really isn't much value at all. Usually when I get stuff like this, I wait until I get like 20 or so and sell them as a lot. But the best ones are these Sony metal SR100s. Looks like these sell for around $15 a piece. So there's two of them in there, so that's like $30. Again, $1 for that. Up in Goshen, I ended up getting these old vintage BMX trophies. I've been going to auctions for probably 25 years or so, and I think these might be the first ever BMX trophies I've ever found. Almost every trophy you find is a bowling, auto racing, running type trophies. So to come across any BMX or motocross, it's pretty uncommon. So I ended up paying, I think, $23 for the group. I paid $20 for all the trophies. And then in another group, they just threw in this old Diamondback saddle. This is also period from the 80s. And like I said, I only paid a couple of dollars for this. I think this might bring $100 just for this vintage Diamondback seat. Only one guy bid against me on the trophies. He bid me up to $20 and he stopped. But these are all dated from 1980 to 1982 from the Goshen area. So I really like these. I collect old BMX stuff, and just so happens I actually found some today. The DS came at a garage sale find. The DS, I did plug it in. It is charging. It does work. I paid $10 for the DS. Here's the bag it came in. And then it came with these games. So there is a Pokemon game in there that's, I think, a $15, $20 game. So that was a nice find. I'll probably end up selling that locally on Facebook. All these are empty cases. I ended up getting these at the auction. I think I paid $2 or $3 for the whole bundle. They were going to sell them as new, as actually having games inside, and I told them to that they're all empty, and they did verify when they're getting ready to put them up for auction that they opened them up and they said they were empty. So these are all empty. No games inside, but they do have the manuals and the paperwork. And like I told you guys, these do have some value. And just this one I think is like a $20 piece, as is with no game. So I ended up picking those up. Got some old slot car parts and bodies. This I paid $40 for. And these are all the bodies. I think the money back is in these two pieces. I think these might bring $40 for those, just those two. Then the other ones will just be the profit on it. Only one other guy bid against me on these, so I could have got them for a pretty low price, but one other guy who knew what these were bid me up. I thought I was going to get this at a really good price, but there was one other guy that bid against me. It's a, I guess you call it needlepoint, maybe. I think that's what you call it. Jack Daniel's number 7 needlepoint. It's fairly large, maybe 24 by 18. And definitely has that, probably made in the 70s. Ended up paying, I think, $22 for that. But that's something I might list on eBay for like $99 or best offer and just see how it goes. So kind of a odd, unique piece of barware there. And then I think the most expensive thing I bought today was this. This is at a garage sale. It's a tote of Sega Saturn games. There's a lot of doubles. And the cases are not in the best of condition. So I don't know if this person bought a lot of these at a game store that was maybe going out of business. But there's a lot of Virtua Fighter number 2. And then this group, and then the system itself is really dirty. It does rattle, so I'm not sure if it even works. But he said 75, and I said, well, the condition isn't the best on it, and he dropped it down to 50. So that's a little over, it's like $2 a game, a little under $2 a game. So I think we'll still do pretty well on that. I'll probably sell them as a bundle like that and see how it goes. So these are my pickups for today. Again, thank you guys for subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Take care.